What's up, everyone? All right, so finishing the morning here, just under $10,000, $9,300. Not a bad day, and the bulk of the profit on LIXT, a momentum small cap stock that went up 300% today. And I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't trade it better. I got green on it, which is great, but I certainly could have done better. I sort of botched my first entry. I got in, I added too high, it came back down, I ended up getting out flat. Then it goes back up, and I was like, well, I have to take smaller size, and so I just didn't trade it as well as I could have. We'll talk about it during the recap. But hey, it's a green day, I can't really complain. And that's the thing with trading. You always know that you could do better, right? There's no such thing as perfection. You could always have a better entry. You could always have held a little longer or gotten out a little sooner. So it's kind of that puzzle, and that's what makes it kind of so fun to sit down each day and try to tackle the market and do a little bit better than you did the day before. So I was green yesterday, about 10,000, green today, about 10,000. So it's a good start to the week, all things considered. I'll be back at it tomorrow, and let's see if maybe tomorrow I can do a little bit better. Maybe tomorrow we have something like LIXT and I don't fumble my first entry. Maybe I get in it, get a great entry, and just trade it better than I did today. Who knows, maybe I do a little bit worse, but always trying to improve. Look at the day, reflect on it, review the trades, and take that as kind of, what can I do to be better? What can I do to make more? So as always, I hope you guys enjoy the recap. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. That way you can tune in for the morning show. And remember, only subscribers are able to comment during the morning show and ask me questions. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning for the morning show. All right, enjoy the recap. And a reminder, as always, that trading is risky. My results are not typical, and most beginner traders lose money. So I encourage you to trade cautiously and trade with money you can afford to lose. Trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. All right, enjoy the recap, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, everyone, so we'll go over the trades from today, finishing just under 10,000 on the day, 9,360 bucks. A green day, got up over 10,000 for a few minutes, then dropped to up only about 8,500, and then got myself back to where I'm at now, 9,300. So that's pretty good. The thing today is that it's kind of tricky. We had LIXT that squeezed up early on breaking news, and so this was the right type of stock to be focusing on. I traded it from very early in the day all the way up to the high here. My best entry on it was $2.20, maybe right around there. So I got a pretty good initial entry, but added into this squeeze up to 290. It then dropped down. I got out flat. Then it rips back up and goes to 390, and I only made like $3,000. At pre-market, through this consolidation, I stopped out and gave back the $3,000 I made. So it was basically flat on it. At that time, took my first trade on Viru, made like 700 bucks. This was on a breakthrough volume weighted average price at 14. Then I gave back the profit here, and I gave it back, I think, again on this trade. I took a couple other stabs on it and gave back what I made. So Viru was kind of tricky. INDO, I took a quick trade on that as it was squeezing up. You could see it's been pretty volatile, a little choppy, volumes lighter. And UUU had some breaking news, caught that squeeze, but didn't do super well on it. And then at the open, we had LIXT start to open up again. And the fact is, I made $6,000 at the open on it, but that doesn't feel like a lot considering it squeezed up to 344 and then all the way up to almost $5. It went up 100% intraday here, and I really didn't do that well on it. Nice breakout right here. As it broke through the VWAP here, as it got over 3, I was adding at 315, but not with big size. Then it goes right into 344. So I was like, well, I didn't get big size on that trade. Then it resumes and it's up so high. I did a couple dips, but with smaller size. It breaks away here through 429, but because of that topping tail, didn't feel comfortable being super aggressive on it. So, I traded the best I could. I gave back a little bit of profit on, I think it was this candle here. This is the one I was up. It put me up over 10,000 on the day, but then gave back some of that. So Yeah, kind of, just I mean, hey, you know what? I can't really complain. Traded 4 stocks, green on 4 out of 4, almost $10,000 of profit. That's a solid day. This was just a little disappointing that I sized up right here and then we had this drop and then ended up kind of not trading through this entire move very well because I felt like I was chasing it. So I traded it. I made $6,000, but I didn't take a big enough size to be able to make $25,000, $30,000, and it's because I didn't feel comfortable sizing up because I knew I was just getting in too high. So I chased it, but traded with smaller size to accommodate that risk, and just ended up feeling like it made a huge move, and I didn't do super well on it. And look at some of these red candles. I mean, you have some big green candles, but you've got some pretty big red candles too. Here, this one's really bad, and then right here, it just broke below VWAP. So that was kind of my writing on the wall to be like, all right, let's do the recap. It's about 10:30, and it doesn't look like there's going to be anything else for the time being. I thought LIXT was going to be worth watching on this 5-minute, but I didn't like that it was consolidating sort of at the bottom of this range here. A flat bottom. I'd rather have it be consolidating near the top for a flat top breakout. So anyways, today was a little bit of a wild card day. We had some opportunities, but it didn't, nothing for me really ended up being like a big winner, but that's okay. And here's QLGN opened and halted up again. It's okay if I can get a couple base hits and get myself on the leaderboard and get green. I'm good with that. And so I did that today pretty well. Left a little on the table, I suppose. Gave back a little profit off the top, but finishing the day in the green, can't really complain. Had a good, decent day yesterday, finishing at about 10,000. So doing about the same today. The only thing today is that I churned commissions, so my fees are going to be higher. I made 4,000, then went back to break even, and then back to up 10,000, and then back to 8,500, then back up to 9,500 or 9,300. So churning a bit more commissions today. It certainly wasn't like one entry, one exit, and that was my day. I definitely was trading quite a bit more, and so commissions will be higher as a result. So probably a good idea to shut it down and not keep trading, because the more I trade, the more commissions I'm going to generate, and then I'm concerned that I'm going to put myself in a position where I could, end up with one loss, giving a decent amount back, and then realizing after commissions I'm going to be like flat on the day. So I think this is a good enough time just to say, you know what, $9,300 is a solid day, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. So that's the game plan. Kind of a quick recap. Not a whole lot to cover. Obviously, Warrior students, you were here the whole time, so you were able to see what was happening. But I certainly did right by trading the leading gainers. LIXT, UUU, those are the leaders. VERU a little further down, and INDO a little further down. INDO was a gapper, but so that's how I found the stocks to trade, right on the gap scan, watching the Momo scanner, and then surprise moves like this are always nice to see, but I don't always fully capitalize on them. TROO hitting the scans here, as you could see. Sometimes things will pop up. Doesn't really make sense to trade it. The risk is too high, so you just say, nah, not enough volume. But it's at least being aware of what's moving in the market. So, anyways, that's it for me. I'll be back at it for the morning show first thing tomorrow morning. Hopefully tomorrow we have something that goes up 300%, and I'm able to get some good entries on it. Today we had the big mover, but I just couldn't get really dialed in on it. So that's the way it goes sometimes. We'll try again tomorrow. All right, see you first thing tomorrow morning. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.